Hello, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Dateline Abuja on AIT. I'm Hawa Momo. It's good to be back after the short holiday. According to the World Health Organization, there were an estimated 229 million cases of malaria worldwide, and an estimated number of malaria deaths stood at 409,000. Malaria is a life-threatening disease caused by mosquitoes, as we all know. But still in the spirit of eradicating malaria from Africa, the World Health Organization and United Nations partners with Nwoko Foundation in eradicating malaria in Africa. They pledge to support in combating malaria in Africa. Let's take a listen. United Nations, World Health Organization, partners with Nwoko Malaria Eradication Project. According to the latest World Malaria Report released on the 30th November 2020, there were 229 million cases of malaria in 2019 compared to 228 million cases in 2018. The estimated number of malaria deaths stood at 409,000 in 2019 compared to 411 deaths in 2018. As part of efforts to eradicate malaria in Africa, the United Nations coordinator in Nigeria, Edward Cullen, WHO Nigerian representative Walter Gazadi Mulumbu, and Nwoko have said eliminating malaria in Africa requires a consistent approach by the government and society. The trio discussed the malaria project, and Edward Cullen, the United Nations coordinator, suggests succinctly that it is a laudable and noble engagement, but a whole lot of orientation and attitudinal change is required for a successful implementation, and assures to keep working and pushing to help the WHO to push ideas forward. This was the outcome of a courtesy visit to collaborate on eradication of malaria project in Africa, Nwoko Malaria Eradication Project at his hometown, Idumuje Ugoko, Delta State.
COVID vaccines were discovered by these hardworking scientists without really knowing the source of COVID. But unlike malaria, we know it is because of mosquito bites. Why is it that we have never, as a continent, considered it feasible to eradicate malaria through the elimination of mosquitoes? So for me, it is something that we have to do. But of course, I can only do so much. WHO, you have your work cut out for yourself. So we can only partner with you in whatever ways that is possible to make sure that this scourge is dealt with.
And one of the reasons why African governments are not investing in these areas is the priorities are so many that they cannot really prioritize investment in malaria. And the biggest weakness we have is that the private sector has not come in the way we expected them to come in. So that is one of the noble aspects of NET's vision that I really admire, how the private sector can actually come to work with the public sector, bring in the whole concept of whole of society and whole of government to promote a strategic approach towards eradication of malaria.
WHO believes that it's possible to eradicate malaria in this generation. So I applaud this initiative and really encourage your foundation and the researchers are involved to move ahead.
The World Health Organization Nigerian representative Walter Gazadi Mulumbu, in his speech, believes it is possible to eradicate malaria in this generation, saying it makes sense to engage on the initiative. Walter suggests the need to adopt other biological strategies in fighting the malaria vector, which is mosquitoes, says RTSS vaccine is a pure promise in Nigeria and other African countries. The goal of this project is to accelerate the attainment of malaria-free Nigeria and adopt a same model in other African countries.